Hi everybody, it's DelusionDispeller. I was sitting pondering as I was watching some videos today about narcissistic personality disorder. And many of you have asked me to keep sticking with that topic of narcissism. So I decided to make another video kind of to go back to the beginning and start from there. So what I'm going to do is talk to you about the relationship with my narcissistic former mentor. Chrissy is her name. And tell you what happened with her. This video is going to be entitled 7 Things That Resulted in Narcissistic Injury, because indeed that is exactly what happened. So let's talk about number 1. And hopefully this video will be able to play out all the way. If not, I'm going to have to break it up into parts and do a series, which is fine also. My name is Laura Beth Colbert. I am DelusionDispeller. I've had this channel since 2009 approximately, and I am a life coach. I help people that are in abusive relationships, especially with people with narcissistic personality disorder and other disorders. Currently am a paraprofessional by vocation, but I have been a life coach for quite a while, and I'm told that my advice has helped a lot of people, so I'm glad about that. Anyways, this is kind of my story and the 7 things that provoked narcissistic injury in the narcissist at the time, Chrissy. Alright, first of all, she hated being deserted. She didn't like even the feeling that I wasn't happy with the relationship. Interestingly enough, when I started the relationship, I suggested boundaries. And she did not like that idea. She said, I've never had to have boundaries with any other friend, and I'm not about to start that with you. And I said, I know, but it's healthy to have boundaries. It's healthy to know what those boundaries are with each other. It's going to let our friendship last a lot longer, and I think that's what we both want, because we both came from relationships that didn't work out. And I was determined this time. I really liked this person. I wanted to get to know her a little bit better, but I wanted to do it in balance. But she's like, nope, no boundaries, not going to happen. So if you're going to have boundaries set up, then we're just not going to have a relationship or a friendship. So no boundaries, which was a huge mistake, because obviously over time we learned, or I learned, that boundaries were still important whether she wanted them there or not. So the first one was she hated the thought that anything was wrong in our relationship, or that I was going to end the relationship, or that I was going to in some way leave or pull away from her. Anytime that I even began to hint that I was dissatisfied about things, or not feeling right, or questioning anything, she would immediately start playing the martyr. Oh, well, I've done everything I can for you. Why is that not good enough? And what more do you need? I feel like you're just draining me. You just want more and more. You're like a bottomless pit. And it made me start questioning myself, going, do I really do this? Am I really like endlessly drawing from her and just needing her so bad? And to an extent, back then, I was a lot more insecure. Actually, I was totally insecure compared to how I am now. I'm very self-actualizing now. I'm very secure in my own skin. I don't need another person to complete me. Back then I did, and those are the people that narcissists choose as their prey anyways. So I was primed for the picking, so to speak. The next thing, and I do think I'm going to have to make these in sections, so I'm going to do 2 at a time, hopefully. The next thing is me showing any type of vulnerability made her very uncomfortable. So when she would show me a horror movie, which some of this is going to be redundant, because I've made these videos in the past, and if you've seen them, you've heard this stuff. So just bear with me, humor me. Watching a horror movie. The particular one we were watching was Monster, and one called Taking Lives with Angelina Jolie, which was absolutely horrendous and disgusting and despicable. And I was literally crunched into the corner of her couch like this, trying to cover my ears, one with a hand and the other one with the couch cushion, trying to squeeze myself into a little ball so I didn't hear what was going on in the movie, because it was just absolutely horrible. And she looked over at me and went, "Are you really that scared?" with a big grin on her face. And I'm like, yeah, I don't like this stuff. I told you that. She's like, ha ha, look at her. She's just so scared. I can't believe you. You're so cute. And just mocked me, basically. She found it quite entertaining that I was terrified. Also, she would say to her husband, or did say to her husband, I should say, we were at a restaurant. She said to him, "Hey, look, we'll call him Bob. Hey, look, Bob, I can make her cringe just by looking at her." And then she'd look over at me and glare, and I'd just like get all, hyper fight or flight syndrome going on. I was just real nervous around her. And she thought that was great entertainment too. She thought it was funny that she had that kind of power to make me cower. Interesting rhyme, but yeah, the power to make me cower. And that was great fun to her and made her feel really powerful and in control and in charge. And so, yeah, those are two things that, now I said narcissistic injury.